Hello everyone, let's get my timer going. My name's Lisa. This is my page, Junque to Joyful. I am glad you are here. I have what I think is a great craft for you guys today, and it is home decor. We're gonna make a fall decor item out of acorns for Thanksgiving, fall, so it can be used September, October, November. Come on in, say hi when you get here, let me know that you're watching. And today, this is my segment on Craft Round the Clock. So good morning, Tracy. Thank you so much for all that you do. And hopefully you guys can hang around. I'll show you how you can take an item that you get at a store and remake it to match your decor. And I don't know about you, but how many times do you see something when you're out and you're like, I like it, but it's that big but it doesn't match my decor, it doesn't match my color. I'm going to show you guys how you can do that. If you watched me before, you know that I usually like to take thrifted items, garage sale items, all those things, and remake them over. Well, today, all right, she's got me in. Let me make sure my volume's down. Today we're going to take something. Another place I like to shop is TJmaxx, Marshalls, Home Goods, all that. I got this, not this year, it was a year, I think last year, if not the year before. I've been hanging on to it, not knowing, we had a few ideas run through my head what I was going to do. Good morning, Bonnie. And today, I'm like, today's the day we are going to do it. Good morning, Kathy. I see you. I got different comments on my phone. So let me look and make sure I'm not missing anyone. Good morning, Stacy. We have Cynthia. Oh, my friends are popping in. Thank you for coming on in. So you can find, you might not have these, you can find acorns anywhere. Go to Hobby Lobby, all the stores. Hello, Alexandria. Thank you everyone for being here. And if you're watching me on my page, I'm also in Craft Round the Clock. So make sure you head on over there. Make sure you're following. Tracy does an amazing job bringing you inspiration. Crafters that inspire you Monday through Friday, and then there are events on the weekends. So if you're not following, hit that follow button for Craft Round the Clock and myself. And if you come in and you want to see if you missed anyone, go on up to that featured section, and for 24 hours, everyone that was on, Tracy has linked up in that featured section. All right, so let's see who else just came rolling in. Good morning, Mary. Thank you for being here. If you have a craft page, come on in on your craft page. If you see a craft sister on here, go ahead, give them a follow. Good morning, Cheryl. We have Sybil, Renee. My mom is in the house. Probably my dad. I'm not sure if he's sitting right next to her. So I think I got all comments so far caught up. I do go back and check, so don't worry if you have a question. If my sisters know how to answer it, feel free to go ahead. If not, I do go back and check. But we are going to make this over. I feel a little intimidated. I'm following the decoupage queen, and I am decoupaging a napkin on here today. But I usually do stripes, harlequins, squares, polka dots. You can kind of see some of the things that I have going on in the back. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Darlia. Thank you for being here. You can come in on your page, girl. So I'm going to go ahead and paint this bottom. It is shiny, but I do want to give it a coat in my chalk paint. And you guys know plaster is my chalk paint that I am currently loving. And I'm just going to go ahead and do this bottom. I'm going to do something else on the top, and then hopefully we got some time. I'm doing a new technique at the end. So stay tuned. I want to get this napkin on, and then I'm going to do a little embellishment with something that I wish I can remember. Her page name. I saw this a year ago. I'm trying to think. She is the sweetest girl. Always says, y'all come on in. You guys might know who I'm talking about. I cannot think of her name. She's blonde hair, glasses. I cannot for the life of me. If I remember it or someone remembers, when I get to that part, I will tag her in it when I get off, when my live brain is off. Good morning, everyone. Hello, Christy. How is everyone? I'm just giving a coat. If I go up on there, no worries. I'm just gonna paint something else over that. We're just making over. This is a Martha Stewart set of 4 ceramic acorns in very neutral, which very pretty, if that is your decor. But I look for, let me show you how it came in. Just in a box like this. It had a clear top. I got it at TJmaxx. But I look for things that I can add to it, which pretty much crafters, that's what we tend to do, right? Good morning, Jackie. Have a wonderful day. Thank you for sharing. Oh, I am glad each and every one of you are here. How has your week been going so far? What do you got planned for today? We have, you guys, I'm shocked. I'm in Michigan, and we have 68 degrees this morning. I'm like, I can't even believe it. Now I can finally get out there and finish my last few things that I didn't get finished last week because my trash for the yard waste was all full. So we are gonna, when I get done here, head on out and get my garden taken down. So thankful that we have nice weather today. How is the weather where you guys are? And let me know where you're watching from. Hello, Jackie. Hello, RJ Edward. Thank you for being here. All right, so I'm gonna put this off to the side. And that's a big if, because I tend to use up all of my time. I will do something different with that. I painted this one ahead of time. We are gonna decoupage this napkin. It is a French script. I love French-inspired decor, and I like to use fleur-de-lis. So I believe I got this on Etsy. And all I did was type in, ripping that part. You guys know we have to take off the plies. So this is a 3-ply. But on Etsy, all I did was typed in French script napkin, and a few options came up. So if this is something you like, you can buy them in different quantities. I think the sellers over there sell them in different quantities. You can get a couple, you can get more. All right, so we are gonna use this part. You guys know, if you see me decoupage with napkins before, save this middle piece. This is the very back piece, plain and white, but you can see the difference between here and here. It gives you that faint script, and you can use that for something else. So do not throw that away. It will give you another option for a background with a very light script if you need for anything. So that is my little tip there. Good morning, Pam. Thank you for being here. So we're gonna decoupage this on. I'm using, my DIY liquid patina. It is a top coat, a transfer. It does everything. Mod Podge, if this is what you have, you can use that too. But I like the matte finish. Even though this is matte, I still feel like I get a shine with my Mod Podge. You could also use glue. I don't know the ratio. I don't know if it's 3 to 1, 3 glue to 1 water. I've never mixed it up myself. When I'm down on those, I will for sure go ahead and do that. But there are options. So I'm gonna tear this. I'm not too worried. I'm not gonna use my water pen. We're just gonna kind of rip some edges because the shape of this, as you can see, it's wider here and it narrows down right here at the tip of that acorn. So if you were to lay this down, you guys know what you're gonna get. You're gonna get all kinds of bunching right there. So we are gonna rip segments and just put that on. So I looked at how my script was going. I think I want my lines to just continue down this way, all the way around. You could do it this way. You could do one going vertical, one going horizontal. You do what you like, right? So I'm just gonna rip, and you know when you're splicing things together, always rip to give you that seamless look. So, a little groggy this morning, you guys. Whenever I have a swim meet, those that know, I have a swimmer in the family. And when you work them, I don't know if it's all of the adrenaline, you're screaming. I was timing in one of the lanes yesterday. But the next day after a swim meet, all that adrenaline, I can tell you, I get tired that next day. Good morning, Patty's Crafty Cottage. Welcome, welcome. Since this edge is straight, I'm going to use a straight edge right here. This is the only part that's going to be straight. I'm going to start center. I'm going to line that up right there. And we are just going to smooth that down. So we are decoupaging on a napkin today. I got a surprise at the end, so I hope that you hang with me till the end and see what I'm going to add onto this. There we go. Just smushing out all those wrinkles. So they won their swim meet. It was against a rival school right near us. And I'm trying to think, it was 117. I think our team was 117 to 73. Like, our girls brought it last night. It was so awesome to watch. Thank you, Christy. All the girls supporting each other, I think in any sport for that matter, when they are there to cheer each other on. It is just, when you're watching your kid do what they love to do, it is always so much fun. Have to catch the rest on replay. No worries, Bonnie. I am glad you're here. So right there, and we're just going to splice in all the way around. But I am going to rip that end. And we're going to just work our way right around. Now, I like black creams. If those are not your colors, you guys can use your imagination, use whatever it is that you like. We are just here to chit chat with you guys. Come in your home for 45 minutes, which is what we got here on Craft Round the Clock, and hopefully inspire you guys along the way. So now I'm just gonna splice these two pieces together, bring in that straight edge, if I can get it up there, right along that top. And if I don't match up all of this script, I'm not worried about it. It'll kind of look like spliced together pieces of paper. But how cute is that? You can get tissue paper. You could, if you wanted to do, I just did a leather look on a book the other day. Just grab white tissue paper like you would wrap your gifts with and crinkle it up. Scrunch it up into a small ball, stretch it out, Mod Podge on, and then lay down that tissue paper, and it will give you the appearance of leather. I think that would be a cool look too. I've got 4 acorns here, and I might do something different on each one. And then put it in a dough bowl and put it in the center of a coffee table, dining room table. Hello everyone, if you're just coming in, thank you for being here. My name's Lisa, and this is my page, Junque to Joyful, where we like to make over items that I thrift or garage sale, clearance items, all the things. I knew you were next. Who's up next? Oh, sweet Sheila. No worries, my friend. I'm like, oh, who's up next? I watched yours, most of it to the end. I had to get down here and get some prep going. But I loved how you used that, what was that, a ping pong paddle? It was very creative, my friend. All right, so now this one has the straight edge right there as well as here. So I want to get the straight edge off. You could use a water pen. You could use if you don't have a water pen, just a paintbrush and water. I'm just ripping it. That will work as well. These napkins rip very easily, but if I have a rice paper, if you've ever worked with rice paper, that one tends to be a little bit more where I'll need the paintbrush and water effect. All right, So if you're asking why I'm ripping these little strips, it is because of the shape of my acorn, that it will all bunch up at the end, but just ripping these edges will blend it together nicely. Where's the acorn from? The acorn I got at TJmaxx. They always have Martha Stewart products in their home decor sections, and you could probably Google Martha Stewart ceramic acorns and see if they're anywhere else. I don't know where else her products would be sold. I don't know if it was Walmart. I cannot recall. I always find them at TJmaxx, but if you have a Hobby Lobby next to you, near you, you can look online. They always have acorns. I've got acorns that I painted with black and white squares and stripes upstairs in my kitchen, and the ones from Hobby Lobby are I think they're about that big, huge acorns. Love the paper. Thank you, Janet. It is a napkin that I got off Etsy. And if you just type in their search French script or just script napkin, it should pop up. But you cannot, we're almost all the way around, and it splices. There's a little wrinkle right here, but once it dries, you most likely won't even be able to see it. So let's grab a little bit more because I want that straight edge. I've used this napkin, I think I got 5 of them. I've used this napkin over and over. I'm guilty of buying Martha just for the name. Same here, girl. Like, I used to get her the craft books, her sewing books, her cookbooks, but this is the packaging. There's no other real distinct markings on it, just Martha Stewart. And it was a package of 4. These are tiny. Thank you for the hearts, you guys. Let's see. These are about 5 inches from tip to the tippy top. All right, let me rip this one in half, and this should be it for the bottom. Then I'm gonna paint the top, and I've got I'll probably do the addition that I'm gonna put on here next, because the top I'm gonna do gold. And once you paint that, you can't be touching it because it takes forever for that gold to dry. Hello, Nancy. I see you popped in. Simply Bewitching by Wendy. Welcome, Wendy. Thank you for being here. Happy Hump Day. October 30th. You guys, how has this month gone by so fast? I just felt like it was the end of September, and then I literally turned around and boom, October is almost gone. Cannot even believe it. But my husband stopped by the meet last night for parents' night, so that is always fun, where they get to march out the parents with their swimmer. So my daughter is a junior, so next year she'll do the big senior night, but they did parent and senior, and we had 33 swimmers. So it took a long time to, right around the halfway point where we did the introduction of the swimmers. It was nice to see them all get recognized. But next year will be my last year. It will be her senior year. I cannot talk about time flying by. I cannot even believe it. Cannot even believe that I will have a senior next year. It just seems like literally yesterday that sent her off on the big yellow bus to kindergarten for her first day. Crazy, crazy. Sybil's doing good. I'm so glad. I'm going to fill in one little spot there. All right. But when you rip and splice, it literally goes together perfectly. I want to find another straight edge, so I might have to rip another piece here. And this, I think, will be it. Oh, I need a horizontal. Did I keep them all going horizontal? That one I did. That's the bottom side. Kind of swept it up. Who noticed that? I got one little piece in the back that I went vertical. No worries. I know someone had to have caught it Who is my super eyes out there? You get chit-chatting and you forget what you got going on there. That's all right. All right, so I'm going to rip this one side. What else do we have going on? I think that's about perfect. All right, so I'm going to rip this a little short. I don't want excess on the bottom. All right. Here we go. My last, this should be it. If not, maybe one little section. So I'm going to work with a wax seal next. Let me turn my glue gun on. My glue tool, get that nice and hot. So when Miss Sheila was on, I came down here to kind of mess around with it. And I'm using a wax seal with a fleur-de-lis on it and little wax sticks. You can get all of this on Amazon. I don't have any affiliate links or anything with it. And I saw another crafter use it, and I went in and searched and found the one that I wanted. You could do initials, you could do roses, you could do hearts. There are all kinds of these little stamps. I don't even know what the name is of that. If we have anyone out here that knows the actual name. Stamper, I don't know what that's called, but you punch it into your wax. All right, so that, minus that one section, we're not all perfect, but I have one that goes boop, boop, boop right there, but that's my flat spot. That's gonna be on the bottom side. I'm not worried about it. I'm not worried. All right, so let's move that off to the side. Now I have a glue tool. You wanna make sure when you start using your wax that you dedicate one device only for, kind of like when you have the fabric glue, you have a glue tool, can't say that word, that you dedicate only to that stick. So I had this here. I was able to turn it on, get it warm enough, pulled out my glue stick so that I can use these. They come in all different colors, but you guys know me, my color schemes with the touches of gold. I was drawn to the gold wax. So I already have one inside. And it is a wider, so the mini glue tool, you guys, I gotta stop saying that word. The mini glue tools was too small and it wouldn't fit this. So you gotta make sure that you have the big enough opening to fit the wax on there. So let's move this off to the side. I grabbed parchment paper to work on. Let's see if I got it on a high 100-watt setting because I want it to melt. I hope you guys can see. Let me move you guys down. All right, so it might still be warm. You're gonna squeeze out a generous amount right onto your parchment paper. And the purpose for that is so that you can peel up what you're pressing down on here. And then just hold that down. It will flatten out and obviously work its way all the way around this device, just like when they use the red wax and they seal the letters, the envelopes with. It's that same concept. I'm going to hold that down for a minute. And I have it oozing out all the way around. That's the look that I'm going for. Again, you can get any type of decorative stamper that you want to push on there. And it comes off perfectly. You have your little decorative, mine's a fleur-de-lis, go figure. And then if you've used parchment or wax, it just peels right up. And it's separated at the bottom, no worries. It's still warm, so I'm gonna just pinch that together. And then we have that little piece right there, about the size, a little bigger than a quarter. Let's see, let's find my top, because where I want to put it, I want to put it right down there. Just a little embellishment, decorative piece. to go on your acorn. I'm going to dry off my sealer. And I'm just going to put that on with Titebond. Good morning, Barbara. Thank you for being here. Thank you for the 5 stars. Always appreciated. Thank you, Kathy. Thank you, everyone, for being here. So I just want this to be nice and dry. It's a little bit of wet still. And then I'm going to, because it's wax, it will still be bendable, pliable. If it's not so pliable, just heat it up with your heat tool. And then I'm just going to use good old Titebond to adhere that on. Almost there. I would not put it on with your hot glue because it's just going to keep it raised up. All right, where was, I pulled out a small, there it is, my paintbrush that will fit on in. Lordy, Lordy, I got all kinds. Let's see if I'm strong enough. Look at this. It's all caked. Whew. Got some muscles today. All right. I have so much issue. This always gets clogged up on me. I don't know why. I always have issues with my Titebond. All right, so that is still pretty good because I want it to mold right around. I'm going to add on. If I go a little past where I got it, I'm not worried because it will dry clear. All right. And then I'm just going to hold that right on, right in place. Hold, 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 hold. And then the top part, I'm going to use my gold liquid oil leaf. Let's see. Let's hold that. Hold and chit chat. Thank you, Sybil, for the hearts. Hello, Mary Beth. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning. I wish I could remember that crafter's name. Has anyone seen another crafter that did these seals? I think she put it on a mixed media. I cannot remember her name. I'm horrible. I'm good at faces. I'm horrible with names. But I want to give her due diligence for showing this technique. Just waiting for that Titebond to grab it and get it right where it's in place. And it's going to stay because it's curved on my horizontal and it's a little bit sloping on the end. So I just want to make sure it gets adhered on perfectly. And you can use different colored waxes. Think of Christmas time coming up. If you want to use a red or a green wax, this would work perfect as well. I kind of tend to stay neutral. Good morning, Anita. Thank you for being here. Just waiting. Maybe I didn't slide. Maybe I didn't go far enough on the side for my Titebond right here. Let's slide some right on in. Because usually this quick and thick is quick and it grabs. But thank you everyone for being here. Our midweek, we're almost through the weekend, through to the weekend. How fun. So that I'm gonna just keep pressing on, but that will be nice little pop of personality on your decor piece. So now that I'm gonna continue to keep my eye on that, making sure that it's gonna adhere, but how much time? I came on at 10:45. I have 17 more minutes, all right. So I might hold that for a little bit more. You got some time. There it is, it's starting to grab. It's a little slower on the pull-up. Now, obviously, if you had a flat surface, that would be perfect. It would grab much easier. I tend not to do things the easy way. I tend to work with the difficulties and just go with it. All right, I'm gonna leave that. Now I'm gonna grab my brush. I have my brushes for my oil that I keep. I'm gonna use that first backing, that solid white one, to wipe off my brushes. When I use the gold oil leaf, I keep my brushes in like a vegetable oil. All right, so now I'm just going to paint. This is going to make that gold seal make sense. I'm going to tie that all in together. And this is a ceramic acorn. You guys can find these all over the place this time of year. What I love to do is go to Hobby Lobby after seasons and wait till they put all of their seasonal decor on that. Thank you, sweeties creations. Sheila, thank you so much. Get them when they are on their discounted price. And then you save them till the next year. Because usually by the end, I'm ready, I'm moving on to that next season. But I tend to like to grab them for budget-friendly decor. Grab them at the end of the season prior. You just got to remember where you stash your stuff, right? That's the only problem with that. You tend to put it away, make sure you got clear bins so that you can see where everything is. But I am guilty. Who else is guilty as charged? That you buy things at the end of season sales, you forget about it the next year. Good morning, everyone. Thank you, Cynthia. I love this gold. They have it under many names. They have a Craft Smart version at Michael's, which you guys have heard me if you followed me. It's $9.99 for one bottle, which is the same size as this bottle. This one is plaid, liquid leaf plaid, that I get at Hobby Lobby, and you can get this bottle for just under $5. At least the last time I bought it, which was September, it was under $5. So hopefully it hasn't gone up, but I usually end up getting two because over time with use, this gold tends to get clumpy and thick before you used it all up. So I like to have another one always here on hand because it's not too far away. It's about 20 minutes. But when you're crafting, you don't want to be running out there for 20 minutes to go get it. Pretty metallic, yes. And you know what would be perfect as well? I don't know why I didn't even think to use this. I just used Paint Pixie for the first time, but this metallic Prosecco would be perfect as well to use on there. So many options. All right. Let's dry it. Give this a little bit of a head start. Now, I did have a little bleeding, but you know what I'm going to do to get rid of that? Because of that napkin, I'm going to, I should have enough. I'm down to the end of this bling. Let's see if I can wrap this around to hide. Because on my napkin, I wasn't too careful, and I got my paintbrush a little too close to the napkin, which it will bleed. So we are going to take care of that. I'm going to use my 3-in-1. Let's start at the back. I'm going to hold my wax. All right. And we are just going to follow that all the way around, making sure I keep my glue. I had it sitting the right way up, but if I know I'm going to use it, I tend to grab a shot glass and get it tipped upside down so that my glue is all at the bottom and ready for me when I need it. I wasn't planning on using it today. But my little boo-boo, we had a little detour, so I have to put something on here to hide that. And that's all right. That's why we have all these products, right? I missed where you said you got the gold paint at Hobby Lobby for this. If you want a screenshot, it's liquid leaf classic gold, I believe is the, yeah, classic gold. That is my favorite gold, but I have a very close, I've used it once, very close runner-up. which is that Prosecco by Paint Pixie. I used that for the first time this weekend in the event that I was in, and it is a wonderful product. It goes on smooth, a one coat so far, and it is perfect. All right. Oops. Gotta be careful where I touch. That napkin's still a little bit wet. All right. Now, let me grab my scissors because I gotta trim off my bling. This bling I just got on Amazon. I don't know how many millimeters it is. It's one of the small ones. There you go. So we took this acorn and just gave it a little bling bling with the fleur-de-lis wax on it. This is what I love. I could sit down here and just piddle for hours, just redoing over decor into my style. So this one, now that I have I got 10 more minutes, I'm going to show you what I'm going to do with this one. Let's get my cap back on this. I'm going to do stripes on this one because I think I might be able to get that one done in the amount of time that we have left. And I'm just going to use my Deco Art Americana in Lamp Black. Let's get some of this out. This is the one that I painted with you guys when we first came on. So it's base coated, started out just like that one, base coated in my plaster. Thank you, Barbara. You could use anything on there, decoupage paper, napkins, anything. Sky's the limit. Just get creative and you can, a plethora of many of ideas that you guys can do. Thank you, Kathy. Thank you, Sybil. You guys are sweet. So this is how it's going to lay down. I'm just gonna go right down, just grabbing just a pencil, and I'm gonna divide this right in half. Okay, so we got it in 2 halves. You can use a ruler. I think I'm just gonna eyeball it. Just gonna draw a straight line over. So now you can kind of see it best here. So now I've got 4 quarters. So that is going to be still too wide for me. So I'm going to take each segment, I'm going to divide that right in half, just like that. And it's a smaller size, what I would like to work with. And then, let me go a little bit more to the side. Get yourself a good gum eraser. I got mine at Michael's in the fine art section, but wherever you can find a gum eraser. Sometimes the pink ends, your erasers, leaves me a pink smudge behind. But a gum eraser is perfect. And we're going to do one more. So now we've took your acorn, we've divided it into 4, and then those 4 down, so now we have 8 segments. And I'm going to set it down flat. I'm going to go here, black, black, because you know, I'm the black and white, black and cream. So we're going to have 4 black, 4 cream. Should be able to knock this out before, I got 7 minutes. 7 minutes. Let me grab me a clean brush. Thank you, Renee. So I'm just using that lamp black, and these will all, I'll put gold on the end, and this will all play together. So just think, I'll take a picture with it in a dough bowl, and just, they're not all the same, but they will complement each other perfectly. And then I'm just going to take my brush, go right down that pencil mark, and just get it going. And then you'll just seal the whole thing up. might need to switch to when it gets very narrow down here, I might need to switch to, let me do a smaller brush. Let's see. Got 6 minutes. 6 minutes. Pressure's on. All right. This is the stuff that I like to do. Just paint, get down here, put some music on, and just recreate things over. Fun, fun. All right. You should put a little poll up. Who thinks I'm going to get this done before my time's up? I'm going to see what everyone's thoughts are. Like, girl, you are not going to get this done. I don't know who's coming up after me, but I do know you will have some inspiration, some creativity. All of my sisters on here, everyone brings their own style to the table, per se. Everyone is amazing, and you will learn a new technique or a style from each and every one of us. So I should have looked, but I didn't see who was on. But that doesn't matter. You just stay here, you're in the page, make sure you're following, and then you just gotta refresh. And she'll just pop right in because Tracy is awesome like that. She will bring you, make sure everyone is in here so you have all of your inspiration right here in one spot, Monday through Friday, and then events on the weekend. And I believe, I'm not doing it this Friday, but I believe it's a marketplace. You've got this. Thank you, Mom. There is a marketplace on this Friday. Got one more. It's my time. It's my time. And we're bringing them all right there. Should be meeting up. Let me go a little wider. Whoop, right there. How cute. It's just something about black and white. Where are my black and white decor ladies or gentlemen at? Brushes I'm using are Zen. They do make a difference. The bristles are short, fat, flat, so that when you press down, they don't go fanning out like a fan. They don't spread and go wider. I got 3 minutes. We are golden. All right. The black's done. Let's dry that up. Good morning, Irma. I just saw you. Didn't know if you sneaked in earlier. Thank you for being here. So this will still need to get sealed. I got most of it done. See if I can get some gold on the end, on the top. Here is our first acorn that we made over. I'm loving that wax seal. Just a little something, something. What brand of paintbrush are you using? Zen, Z-E-N. And I get them at Michael's. It's a level 2 acrylic brush, and they come in all different sizes. That last one was a size 4, but I use mostly a 8 and 10, unless I need something very tiny, like right there. Then I'll go down to that 2 or a 4. Hello, Nancy. Thank you. Have a great Wednesday. Thank you. You as well. We got 2 more minutes. 2 more minutes. Let's put our gold on. Probably should have tried the Prosecco, but they're going to be together. So I want to keep, let's see. I want to keep the same, because they're going to be in the same pot. Bowl filler. And just, the gold finishes this off. And I will seal the bottom. Gotta be careful right up there at the top there. I didn't know I was going to be doing this one on here, but why not when I had 10 minutes left? Thank you, Sybil. You guys are so sweet. And again, if black and white's not your thing, do any other colors. Just know that if you do the pencil mark to draw the lines and you're using a yellow or a pink or a light blue, a gray, just know that you have to go very faint with your pencil because it will show through that light colored paint, and then you might have to come back in and do another coat. Oh, my time is up, but here we go. You see how that is going to be finished. With that, just picture that in a dough bowl. They'll all complement each other and work well together. Thank you for being here. I appreciate each and every one of you. And hit refresh if you're in Craft Round the Clock and check out that next creator. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you guys next time. Take care. Bye.